opinion on this exercise.
Well, let's get Matt's opinion.
I'm okay with this, absolutely, yeah.
So are you guys
New
with
wave.
New wave?
Sounds good to me.
And in you wave. There we go.
How about Neo Wave or something
And
like
wave
that?
WAIVE.
Neo Wave or
NWE
Wave 2.0?
NUWAV.
How about Future Wave?
Wave by.
So New Wave is it, Ben?
I think it's new wave.
Okay.
Proto wave.
Proto Wave.
Nuclear wave. Wave knights. Challengers.
Challengers the
Eagle
Wave. Okay. New Wave going once. Twice.
I like it.
I like the continuity.
Okay.
Sure.
New Wave it is. All right.
People
So,
know exactly what we're trying to do.
okay. So, where we left off last time, we had done some investigations. Had been captured, had been handed over to the police. Lex Luthor had been met.
Wonderful.
Various other incidents had occurred. By the way, just to remind you something, everybody has 1 hero point each session. And if you have luck, you have reroll points. So just keep that in mind.
And ones aren't for complications are banked, right?
Yes, I'm considering those banked until you use them. Just because, that's...
How do we get more hero points?
Pardon?
Are you saying we don't collectively build up hero points? They just
No.
regenerate. Just
No.
No,
refresh.
the
Here-
one
here's-
does. If
Hold
you
on,
do a
hold on,
compli-
stop.
Sorry.
One at a time, I'm going to explain this. Everybody who is a hero gets 1 hero point. If they spend it, it resets and you have another one on the following session. If you get an extra hero point during a session from complications, if
Yeah.
you don't spend it, it banks until the next session. If you have 2 hero points and you spend one, you're spending the extra one first. So keep
I
that
see.
in mind.
Gotcha.
And if you have luck, which is an advantage, that almost works like hero points, but it only gives you rerolls. Doesn't allow you to do any of the other effects that hero points normally do. And you are capped at a total of half the power rank round. Coolio?
Yep.
Okay. So here are the 3 on the table, and you guys can decide how you wish to approach this, how you wish to handle things. One was the discovery kind of sophisticated high-tech weapons maker who has made weapons and devices based on scavenged things, stuff left over from Vandal Savage's invasion and other bits. That is apparently, he is apparently selling them, or she is apparently selling them to criminals. That's number 1. Number 2, you got word that there was a former Cabal base of some kind or research place that had been busted into, and you were given the location on that, and that was on kind of the QT on the quiet. And third, of course, you have is still the outstanding questions about these strange martial artist forces who seem to have some tie to the heavenly cities. So those are the 3 things that are out on the table. Am I selling that right, or is there anything big I missed?
Okay. No, I don't think you missed anything.
Okay, great.
I just have a quick question. Do we don't have a name for that underground weaponsmith selling stuff to the bad guys?
We don't even know about it because
Nope.
King hasn't told us
No,
yet.
he did last time, Carl.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they ended the session with him telling you about that.
Oh.
That's why it's in play.
Okay, tell me,
Ben, we don't have a name on that.
Okay.
The Star Hammer project. Tell me, what do we know about that, Ryan? What is it exactly again?
So, what Widget was told last time by his otherworldly doppelganger, that he treated with kindness was that he had been in here looking into various things, and one of the things he wanted to check on but didn't have a chance was he heard that there was a Cabal site
Oh, okay.
that had been off the books, off the records, that someone had busted into, and Richards didn't have a chance or the resources to check up on that.
Iron Fist
Personally-
is interested in the Heart Shadows. That's what he thinks is very important, and that's what he would like to do.
Well, my alternative to that, I think the villainous underground super weapons. This is an escalating threat. If it's supplying super weapons, etc., for nefarious means, then that's escalating the problems that we have ongoing. So that's my interest. I'm not downplaying the Kunlun. I don't really understand everything that's going there. It's somewhat confusing to me. So it just seems that we've got the Kunlun is trying to grab the refugees or whatever they are, the Heart Shadows. Thank you. They're expanding their territory and infringing upon criminal elements that are already here. So I think the super weapons being sold to other villain groups has the tendency to impact the innocent more, in my opinion.
And you were too kind in your treatment of the Heart Shadows situation, because that is a complete matter of no consequence. A run-of-the-mill dimensional incursion, such as happens in the city several times a day. You were correct, however, in your surmise that the weapons do contribute to a systemic problem, the kind of which we should be focusing our attention. However, you failed to prioritize correctly that the Cabal, anything involving the Cabal must be of primary interest, because either we are dealing with an enemy who knows certain things that not even all of us know, or we may have an ally, someone with a common interest.
Well, I understand what you are saying, although it took me a minute to parse it. But it seems to me that a lab that someone heard about a while ago and was on their to-do list to check up on perhaps can wait instead of something that is an ongoing, immediate threat.
Well, I think there's a couple things to consider, maybe three things to consider. One, like, how urgent is something, how deadly or how dangerous, how potent is a thing, and how much effort something would take. So if something is on a short timetable or a time scale, we only have so much time to do something about it. That needs to be prioritized in that accordingly. If something is earth-shatteringly deadly, or and the other things are not that important, whether we get to them or not, that also has to be taken into consideration. And if something is just going to take 3 or 4 sessions, for example, to resolve, or something is a huge amount of effort, how much is it worth our time?
I don't think we possess enough information to answer those questions.
I agree. I think
Well,
we
the
should
advantage-
meditate on them.
So should we divide and conquer?
The advantage, don't make Will very happy. The advantage to the Cabal base is we know where it is, right? We could do that like in an afternoon.
Correct.
Whereas the Kunlun investigation, we let our only lead go, and we don't really have any other leads. It's an investigation that's going to take some days.
Agree.
Right.
And I don't know what we know about this weapon guy either. That's also seems to be a long-term
unknown.
Well, a long-term investigation. We're going to have to see if we can find out who he is. See if we can set up some kind of.
You make sense, Mysteria.
crap.
That makes sense. I will back you in that.
See how much time you could have saved if you just said, "Yes, you're right, Kang."
I'd rather not get in that habit.
And yes, it does bother me to agree with Ken.
I think you truly underestimate the power and danger of the merging of the disruption of the 7 cities, though I would agree it is not a immediate matter.
Okay.
All right. It sounds like we're going to the K-Bell R&D lab.
Okay. So give me 1 sec here. I was want to get this set.
Let's just go something completely different that he's not ready for.
Dude, you go for it. You go for it. Bring it.
Let's go break some people out of the raft.
You want to play chicken with me? I will bring it to you, sir. I've got the whole DC universe write-ups in Hero Lab, Carl. I can bring it.
Well, I've seen you change your plan with when we went back in the minds of the old First Wavers or whatever they were, old Avengers. So I'm happy.
That was awesome. All right, so you will head over to this location, a general area that is given you imaged. Some of it is standard sort of industrial area. We're kind of up more closer to the dock side. So tell me, you just had the general area described. How do you seek this out? What are you doing? What are your techniques for this? And I think this is probably leaning on Kang and Widget to start on the question here. Okay.
So this lab is inside a warehouse on the docks?
Nope, you have no idea. Just giving you say it's in this area is what you've been told.
Oh, okay. I thought we were given an address. I'll check out the city plans and see if I can make some correlation between the area that this is supposed to be at and maybe some municipal electrical grid. The use of services and things like that to see if I can narrow down where this thing might be.
Sure, that sounds like a good thing to do. Why don't you make a roll for me? I want you to make an investigation roll.
Okay. Excuse me. Pull out the thing here. Jeez, throat. Okay, investigation. Alright. Plus I spent 2.
Okay.
29.
So one of the things that's interesting that you find, and you have to kind of go back through into the records, is that the city has been trying to update and map things better, given the information that they got, the sort of the info dump they got from First Wave about Cabal and stuff, and that isn't fully here. So it does take some time to kind of track back. This clearly wasn't in the records that were turned over to the city, and so you do have to kind of measure an area, and you can get that there is definitely a segment underground, but you get kind of a broader area, but you're able to get a kind of a space defined. So, Kang, what do you do? How do you narrow that down? What's your tactic?
Kang's approach is to basically like war dial and pen test every open network connection in the area that we've narrowed it down to, and kind of look for like almost like the idea of like OS fingerprinting, like look for like responses indicative of advanced technology that would help him narrow in on the Cabal location.
Stuff that would be anomalous, out of place
Yeah.
in those depths. Okay, should make a roll for me,
All right. Review.
and that'll be a technology roll for you.
All right. Roll 20 now. 24.
So you can certainly get that there's some equipment that is operating, not very much, that is anomalous and sort of is out dead. Actually, there's sort of more signals from almost seems like maybe half a mile away. There are people living in the sewers or underground. You probably get more stuff from their cell phones and stuff than you do from here. But you're able to kind of get to a building that's when you guys, the group heads over, you can see it's one of those sort of subway venting buildings. The ones that vent air and stuff from the subways, but they're built up with a facade on the outside to cover over that, and that's what this seems like the entryway is around in this area. So, Warlock, Iron Fist, Mysteria, what are you three doing as your two tech kids narrow things down?
Okay, how large is this whole area?
I don't answer. Do you mean the whole area that they're searching?
I mean that we're looking over. Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 blocks.
Okay.
Is it next? Is it adjacent to any water? Anywhere around for potential water entrance?
No, actually, you're far enough inland that if they do have a water entrance, they'd have to have some kind of large tunnel enclosure.
Now, wasn't part of the city still affected by the Vandal Savage?
Yes, there are various pockets and places that still have echoes and transformations from that. The city has tried to track those and isolate them.
Is this one of those places?
No, I would have said that, but it's a good question.
Is there a place where I can sit up relatively high and get a good view of pretty much the whole area?
Oh yeah, you want to kind of cover the area to make sure that.
Yeah, how high is that?
Let's say there's a 10-story tall building nearby. Do you want to get up on there and watch from there?
I want to get up there, and I'm going to sit and basically meditate and listen.
Okay. Why don't you make an awareness check for me?
Is this during the day, or what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. Tell me. Are you guys going during the day or night?
Day.
Day. So you guys are in during the day. So let's have you make an awareness roll for me, Carl.
Okay. What the hell is that? Perception or what?
Perception.
Okay. Okay.
So it doesn't seem to you like there are, at least you can pick up that there's like anything unusual here up on the street, like people, communicating with one another, like they got a strike team or anything like that. So you won't detect any hostiles that way. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah, he'll plan to be doing this for like an hour at least.
Okay.
While everybody else is doing things.
Sure, absolutely. Let's come to you, Fabian.
Yes.
Now, Kang and Widget have isolated a block, right, or a
they've
building?
Isolated a block, and then Kang is able to isolate further a likely entry point.
What I would like to do is using the fact that the universe loves me, essentially, mechanically, I'm using my high perception on this. I want to look for cameras and things that might be hidden, or things focusing on a particular area, such that if the Cabal was if this was an entrance to a Cabal base, I would imagine it would be monitored. from several locations, and I'm looking for something that would have intersecting lines of view from hidden cameras and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And essentially but game
Sure.
fictionally wise, I'm wandering around and things are drawing my attention. Oh, here. Oh, that. Oh, that. Okay. These all converge here, kind
Sure.
of thing.
That's an investigation roll.
Okay.
Because that's search.
Oh, okay. So it wouldn't be perception then.
Nope.
Okay.
Perception is very narrowly defined
I'll be
for
right
sort of
back. I
active
need to
awareness.
get some
They've
drink.
got search under investigation. Whoa.
Okay.
That was a horrible
He
sound.
just swallowed his microphone.
Yeah, no shit. And then you went robo briefly.
So I rolled a 9.
No. You won't see if they've got anything like that. What's your tech skill like?
Low.
Yeah, so you're not even sure you'd recognize a fancy camera. If you saw it, you know, it would really have to kind of knock you in the head.
Right. This is me
Right.
just relying on my intuition kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So I get distracted and go stop a mugging or something.
Sure. Let's come back to Kang.
All right. Kang's next step, now that he's zeroed in, he would switch to his sensory array in his helmet and use his what do they call it in this game? His penetrates concealment vision 4,
Okay.
which is X-ray vision, and like begin examining the area that he narrowed it down to, like inside the that building.
All right. Why don't you make a technology roll for me?
All right.
So,
29.
this is clearly this venting building, you know, and let's say it's about 4 stories high. It's clearly not venting. It's just kind of made to appear that way. It looks like there's some kind of elevator mechanism for going down. But the other thing that will strike you is the actual sort of smokestack for this thing is actually has a lot of sophisticated electronics in it. Like the smokestack is certainly part of this facility.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some kind of let's say barrel or a sensor array or something like that.
All right.
Shoots a giant death ray.
But you'll certainly be able to find an entry point and an elevator that you go into.
Okay. And so he'll communicate this knowledge to the team, and
Okay.
inform them. You know, I can't see where that elevator goes to. You better be careful. You're not all as resilient as I am.
Immortal.
Your concern is touching.
If okay, so
Carl, are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
sorry, is that better?
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
It's really
Okay.
quiet.
Do you guys appear to have? I mean, do you have drones to go down there? Little technological insect things to go down there, or do you have a shaft, or what do you have?
I have extended senses with my nano. I can send nanobots down to look.
Okay.
Ben, so you will send the nanobots in, and you know you can go and check this venting thing and send them down a ways and kind of get past the sort of the elevator thing, kind of go around it, and you'll go down a ways, but then you'll hit a block. It looks like the essentially the gear here, you know, is built into the ground, and it looks like maybe the entryway, the actual elevator shaft, has been collapsed. So it's going to require some that out to be able to send drones down or yourselves down.
How far down?
It's maybe about 30 feet down from where the elevator shaft opens up onto.
So is it completely dark, or can we see?
It's probably completely dark.
Okay. Can we put some light down there? Does anybody? Can we?
Yes, I can make light.
Yeah, that is a trivial thing to do. So
Okay.
yes, you can illuminate the shaft.
Okay. What do we see?
I have a question. How does Fabian make light?
I have a an amulet around my neck that begins to glow. It looks like essentially it's a stylized Iron Man arc reactor, and it generates a light field. Essentially, it creates environment light.
Hmm.
It doesn't have an
So-
eyeball in it, does it?
It's a stylized Iron Man arc reactor. So it's the triangle one with some filigree kind of holding it into a clasp kind of thing.
Lowell, would I be able to do this with my Iron Fist on a continuous basis?
So you're talking about dropping down to the bottom of this and trying to.
No, not right now. With my light, you get some light from my Iron Fist if I wanted to do that.
Sure, if you buy that power, you can absolutely
Okay,
buy
that's
that power.
that's fine. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So
okay.
that illuminates that area. You can see down below that there's rubble, and the section of the elevator shaft is clearly there are definitely some blast marks there that look like this was done deliberately, but not necessarily from above.
Okay. Well, I can climb down there pretty easily with, as long as I can see with my. I mean, I assume it's light enough that I can see pretty well.
With the change environment, yes, he illuminates it.
Okay. It's 30 feet. I can actually just fall down there with the acrobatics and easily get that.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I can get to the side. And
yes, you are a super dude.
Yeah. Okay. So I will stealthily move down there, moving carefully.
Carl, why don't you make a technology roll for me?
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Actually, no. This will be awareness.
Oh, okay. Oh, not so good.
All right. Can I have you make a fortitude save for me?
Oh, sure.
So where do we get a new immortal weapon?
I think there's a discount store somewhere.
Fortitude.
I'll begin scanning the multiverse for an alternate reality yet more competent.
Oh, that's not good.
Get another Iron Fist.
Wow, Carl. That was pretty awesome. You will see Iron Fist drops down, and he lands, and you'll see him look around for a second, and then you'll see him lock up and collapses.
Oh.
Close up. Leave. Go away.
We shut the elevator door, never return.
I guess I'll
What
teleport.
elevator door?
I'll teleport down to him
Okay.
to try and retrieve him.
Sure. Why don't you... Do you have life support?
Um,
Or immunity breathing?
at one point I did, but I think it got taken off.
Then
So no.
could I have you make a fortitude save for me, Fabian?
Yes, sir. That is a weakness of mine.
One of my favorite Darwin Awards is where those 7 people, one after another, go after that chicken
Yep.
in the well.
So 16. So you are dazed, Fabian. So you will be able to essentially grab Iron Fist and teleport out.
Okay.
Essentially, it kind of slows you down. You can feel it. There's some kind of substance, some kind of gas or something that's in this shaft that's been either was sitting there or has been released, and you'll feel it. Your vision blur even as you grab up Iron Fist and teleport back out.
Oh. I kind of stagger a little bit, sit down, hand in my head or head in my hands.
Yeah, it
Ugh.
takes
I'll
you.
check Iron Fist. Is he still alive?
Yes.
You give the illusion that he's not.
Yes.
Yep, he's dead. Throw him down there again.
Yeah, he's dead.
It takes a bit for him to come out of it because it did just absolutely paralyze him.
Is there any kind of
Well, so now we've all. Oh, sorry.
is there any kind of like control panel, computer, like communications link, that sort of security, biometric, anything? How that in this thing? that
Sure.
we
Why
see?
don't you make a technology roll for me?
And please show our compatriots the benefit of going in with a plan.
18. Trying to butt it up. Keep track. XP.
Hey, can you just hit the rubble with your proton cannon? That should get rid of it.
34.
Yeah, there is. It looks like the security actually isn't active up here, like it might have been before, but and in fact that gas is probably part of the trap. But it looks like when this shaft was damaged, it kind of released that sort of slightly heavier than air gas, and it's kind of trapped there at the bottom of the shaft. And otherwise, it doesn't look like there's any kind of other functioning security up here.
I see. So I point to Kang and I say, "Look, here's a control panel. You want to try to hack it?"
Clearly, it's more difficult than anything you can handle, so I guess I will have to.
Go for it.
Okay.
So, we are going to probably with hacking and control panel, my expertise in computers.
Okay. Okay. So, what is it you want to have happen here, Matt?
I want to see if I can access any systems related to this gas, whether they be, releases or fans or, kind of see what options are available.
Okay.
To mitigate it.
It looks like there's an emergency protocol to vent the gas out and sort of mix it with oxygen harmlessly to just get it out of the area in case there was an accidental release. So if you want to do that, you can easily do that.
Yes, we will vent that then.
Okay. And Kang will take a sample for later use, I assume.
Of course.
All right. So the vent is cleared.
Creepy.
So you've got a elevator shaft going down that is blocked up, damaged with rubble.
Damage with rubble.
Yep.
I mean, like it's narrowed because it's
filled with rubble that has kind of blocked up the elevator shaft.
Can I can use my nanobots to move stuff, so I can try and clear out some of that.
Okay. So that's move object, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at move object. And so that gives you what's your rank with that?
I can turn it up to 17 to 8.
To 8. So let's look at the lift capacity. Since we haven't had a chance to really check the strength chart, I want to take a look and see what that kind of lift means.
4 tons when I looked it up.
4
last.
tons, yeah. So, well, actually 6 tons. Here it looks like on the measurement table, but that is pretty much exactly the same thing in my mind. But Ben, I'm just going to have you make a. Jeez, what's the thing for this? Do this without causing any particular problem. To do this effectively, let's just have you make an intellect roll.
I was going to say, maybe I've seen Kang force fields before. Maybe he can assist and support the size of the shaft so it doesn't.
Oh,
Do I just
good
add
idea.
my intellect to
Yeah.
that? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You just don't want to roll really, really low. Look at that. You guys are fine. So is your intent to get this this elevator shaft sort of completely clear and put the rubble up here in this shell of a building?
Well, as much as possible, because we might, have multiple people are going to go down this thing. So
Okay.
nothing.
So let me ask you this. How quiet are you making this? Because this seems like a kind of a loud thing to do.
Where are we? And what's our surroundings? Are we other buildings?
There is a
Are there-
facade of a building that is maybe 10 feet out from where you're at. And then out beyond that is a city street where there are people doing things.
I see. I turn to Mysteria. Hey, can you mask some of the sounds that I'm probably going to be making clearing out the shaft?
Sure.
Yeah, you have auditory illusion, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I also have
Hey,
concealment.
teamwork. Look at that.
Concealment that also affects hearing. But I don't know.
Awesome. So tell me how you do this, Scott. Describe to me how you use Mysteria's powers to do this.
Basically, oh. So basically, I will put up the illusion of some city workmen coming to do some maintenance work on the building and sort of mask some of the sounds of the rubble as sort of normal sound you'd expect.
Ooh, that's smart. I like that.
Workers to make crawling around the place and maybe making some minor repairs.
So you'll easily be able to do that. All right, so we cut forward. The elevator shaft going down has been cleared. It looks like the shaft must go down about 60 feet. You guys are able to use force fields and things to kind of keep the rest of this intact. And who's going down first?
I guess I will.
Okay.
We're not going to let Iron Fist do it again?
Apparently, my heart is bigger than my good sense.
Or your lungs.
No, there was no way that you would have known that there was an invisible gas.
All right, so Scarlet
No
Warlock,
stealth at all.
you will teleport down to the bottom. There is essentially, it's the bottom of an elevator shaft. So there's broken bits of elevator, the little bits that are left after you guys pulled the rest out. Like that.
So the elevator was part of the wreckage.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's an elevator. You're on the inside of an elevator door.
hmm Luckily, it's not locked in any way, so I open it.
Okay. Gonna kind of pry that open.
Yes.
Okay. So you will be able to pry that open. And can I have you make a damage save?
Sure.
Okay.
So toughness roll, correct?
Yes.
Do we see anywhere Tomb of Horrors or anything like that on there?
No, not yet.
Little glitch there.
All right.
Thank you.
So you are going to take a damage point, and so you missed that by 11.
It's the Doom Lich.
So that is
Ouch.
that's so you are staggered and at a -1 penalty as you'll hear energy blast impacts into you. And you guys will see Scarlet Wargok get knocked back by that.
Are you all right? What happened?
Ugh. I need a minute. There's something shot at me.
You'll hear of something powering up again.
It's gonna shoot again.
Dodge!
I teleport up to the ridge on top of the door so that if it does shoot, it won't shoot me.
Interesting. I like that idea there. So you're dazed and hindered.
Okay.
So let's see what that does. So that's a move action, and hindered is half normal speed. That seems fine. So make a simple acrobatics roll because you're trying to kind of get up onto a perch.
Oh, I'll spend the hero point to reroll that.
That sounds like a great idea.
So let me mark down that hero. That not hero point, luck point.
Luck point. That would have been you kind of leaning your head into the path of this thing.
Nice.
13.
So yeah, it's precarious, and you're going to fall off. But you can at least get your breath back there. What are the rest of you doing?
Where am I? Am I right behind the door?
No, I assume you are at the top of the elevator shaft since Fabian just teleported down.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna start climbing down.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll take it slightly slower and see if there's any.
See if there's any
bad gas or anything like that.
Okay.
Even farther down or something.
All right. Why don't you make an athletics check for me, Carl?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. You're not jumping or tumbling down. You're climbing down.
And I will tell him not to go all the way down.
Okay.
So it looks like Widget and Kang were able to disable the sort of the elevator shaft protections. Doesn't look like there's anything else, and you'll be able to kind of get down above Scarlet Warlock and maybe kind of hang on so that he doesn't drop down in front of that doorway again.
Okay.
What about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna remote sense down there just with my nanobots and just see what it was that shot Scarlet Warlock, and is there some sort of control panel down there that we might access?
So your little remote vision bots will go down there, and they'll kind of take a look, and you will see that there is some kind of hypersonic cannon across at a security station across from the elevator, and it has repowered up, and it is awaiting another
Hapless victim.
Yes.
I've got this.
Okay, go ahead.
Kang, because he's got X-ray vision and infravision, he can see this thing, get a sense of where it is. He's going to use a free action. She said that's not going to work. I don't got this.
I can probably do it.
I
Is there anything else besides this one?
You didn't see any immediate other.
I asked Kang, is there anything else? Do you see anything with your vision? Do you see anything else
That's a
besides
good
this?
question. If I'm sweeping around with X-ray vision in the area,
Make a technology
where
roll.
this thing is. All right. Where'd you go? Roll 20. $22.
So there's a lot of other damage, like the hallways and things have been crashed down here. It looks like this is in this immediate corridor that you're going to enter into. This seems to be the primary security device.
All right.
I'll,
And it's a kind of a turret at the end of the hall.
It's a turret like right across from the elevator.
Okay.
All right. I
you
will.
want to take the? I mean, because I could take it out.
Well, if
can I
we
try
could,
something first?
let
Yeah.
Mysteria do.
Well, she can do it at the same time.
It
I
takes
think
a
I know
bit
what
to charge up. It's
Scott,
gonna
what were you
distract
thinking
her.
of doing? Just so you can tell everybody.
I just want to see if it reacts to my illusions. If it's using, a camera to see, or if it's auditory, or some kind of this. If it's using basically visual or auditory
Okay.
sense.
It doesn't seem to be using when you do your illusions down there. It doesn't seem to be be reacting to sound or light. So you guess it's probably an air pressure / motion thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll say go ahead. I can't trick
Okay.
them.
I mean, I can go in there and be pretty safe. But if is there any way we can move a bunch of air in there? I mean, some kind of fan jet that you guys have, or something like that.
I can create. I have a control environment to be able to change the temperature, but I don't know that would
Yeah,
necessarily
that probably wouldn't.
do anything.
Okay. How much? If it's from what I saw, it shot Scarlet Warlock when he was standing in front of there. Do I have enough room to tumble through there easily without being constrained or
You could certainly try. I'll tell you what. I'll even give you a circumstance bonus.
Why don't we have Kang, since he's nigh indestructible, nothing could possibly penetrate his force field. Step in front of the doorway, let it shoot him, and while it's recharging, then you can go in and take it out.
Well, what we could do is let him stand there until it runs out of bullets.
Well,
I don't think
there's
that's
a
what Iron
recharge.
Fist
Kang
says.
doesn't want to.
There is a recharge time we established. Right?
Mysteria makes a good point in acknowledging the superiority of Kang.
Is there a recharge time, or is it just? I mean, is it?
There's a little bit of recharge time.
Okay.
Go on, Kang.
Kang, you want to do that? Then step out of the way, and I'll move in.
She's right. So Kang will power up his force field and then teleport down right in front of the gun.
Okay. Whoop, power, and it will blast. Go ahead and make your damage save against a 30.
All right, there's a 30. So that is a toughness of 16 from that.
When you dial it up.
Oh,
Kang, that's going to be humiliating, Kang.
but that's gonna be a hero point.
Oh, yes, it is.
That's not much better, but that automatically becomes a 10, right?
So it's a 29. So you will take a -1 to further damage saves.
All right.
So, Kang, what does it look like?
That big kind of bubble around Kang buckles, and Kang kind of buckles a little bit with it, but he tries as best he can to stiffen up and say, "Their technology is weak. Exposure to the Cabal leaves me continually unimpressed."
And Iron Fist, you'll see him kind of. You roll forward and strike this thing.
I'm going to move in and defending and get right next to it. I mean, how close is it?
Carl, you are the Iron Fist. Do you want to break this fixed position?
Oh, of course.
Tell me what that looks like.
Comes out, the glow comes hard. He's right by the side of it. He sees a great weak point in it and comes right through the barrel or right through into the side of it and hits it like where the aiming or he thinks the main part of the gun is, and smashes through it and hits it and breaks the machinery inside.
Oh yeah, pieces go flying. Your fist goes right through the focusing lens and shatters that, and it sparks as it dies. And the area is clear. Fabian, you will still have the -1, but you can clear the other conditions, okay?
Okay. How long does it take for that -1 to clear? Is it
We're
5
doing
minutes?
this scene.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Got it.
If you guys want to stop and take a breath and wait a bit.
No, we should keep going.
No, we're fine.
Okay. The 3 people who haven't taken damage just said, "Let's keep going."
Who said Kang has taken damage? Kang's for.
I didn't see that affect Kang at all, as I knew it would.
That's fine. I'm okay.
Iron Fist is fine.
Take it off.
So, you will find yourselves moving through this facility. It's very Spartan and industrial. Kang, you in particular have have looked and researched some of the Cabal things, and they often tend to be ostentatious. There's a formality, an unadorned nature to this that A, you don't care for, but B, seems out of place for the Cabal. But you will see that certainly something has been through here. There are scorch marks of energy and fist marks. So a team that included people with super strength and some sort of energy bolts.
Can I use post-cognition to get a little bit greater insight into A, how long ago this probably was, and B, like more detail on like the powers used?
Sure, that seems like an interesting thing to me. Let me quickly look at how they define post-cognition in here. That's a senses.
They say the GM is allowed to screw the player at any time for any reason. The more points in it gives him even more screw over.
Okay, why don't you make a perception check?
All right, and just for whatever, for your purposes, if it colors how you view it, the post-cognition is not really post-cognition. It's part of the ratiocination, just like super mental power set I made for him.
Oh yeah.
So
it's hyper forensics. Have you ever seen that movie Dragon, the martial arts movie?
Yeah.
Where there's a guy, it's a wushu movie, but this guy is a wushu like detective, and he can do forensics on wushu battles and read what kind of maneuvers were done and stuff. I'll have to find you a link because it's pretty funny.
It doesn't look like Kang is doing that today.
This is probably about a week and a half old. So within the last 10 days, this happened. But that's about what you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So does it look like?
So he says that. I'm gonna listen very closely. I say everybody quiet. I'm gonna listen. Can I hear anything?
I'll let you make a perception check, and then I'm going to come to Mysteria. Okay?
Yeah.
There's just that faint hum that within this facility there are clearly some things that have power going to them. That sounds of maybe fans and maybe just items that have electricity still going to them. But otherwise there's maybe drips, like the sounds of maybe busted things. Otherwise it's very still here.
Okay.
Scott?
Are there other destroyed cannons here, or defenses that looks like these people destroyed? Why was this cannon left untouched?
It does look like there are other security measures that were destroyed here in the same way as the materials you've seen around have been destroyed. It left this here to essentially create problems. Does that make any sense?
But it does. It looks like that. It's not. Did this group bring in this cannon and leave it here? Or is it,
no, it looks like it was essentially stuff that was from before, essentially from the facilities, part of the facility's defenses. Does that sound reasonable?
And they left it behind a.
Like when this facility was shut down, that's the security measures that were left to defend the place.
Right, but the other group got past it.
The other group didn't come that way.
Oh, so we didn't see the evidence of the group in this where we are now?
You're seeing evidence of destroyed, but it doesn't look like they actually came through that elevator way. It looks like they came there, damaged the elevator shaft, and essentially left that activated or reactivated that cannon.
Okay, so they never came here. All right.
And that'd be about 10 days ago. Sound cool?
Sounds cool.
Okay.
Let's,
It looks to you like, how do I put this? Like this is some kind of science facility. It doesn't look like anything like weaponized. It doesn't look like there are anything besides sort of what's the word for it? Besides sort of standard rooms and things like that. And it does look like maybe this was some kind of scientific or research place. You're not seeing signs of it being some kind of active layer. And it looks like somebody went to some trouble to damage it as much as possible.
does it look like it was particularly like hazardous or dangerous research? Or they're like fortified rooms or hazmat suits?
Why don't you make a technology roll for me, Mysteria?
Not my super strong point, but 15.
Yeah, no, actually, let me put it this way. No, it doesn't look like there's any kind of chemical or biological research going on here. It looks like more electronics and computers and that kind of thing, and maybe even sensor arrays and stuff. So you're not going to see anything too much that you go, oh, okay, obviously they were working with viruses or something like that.
Something particularly hazardous.
Right. So you guys will move along. You can, Kang, Widget, you can mark out places that you're like, okay, well, they did a good job damaging some stuff here, but there might be some things I can salvage. I'm seeing some stuff that indicates there's a lot of, like, stuff clearly for sensor arrays and stuff, and there's some... but why don't you both make tech rolls for me? This is definitely some kind of sense for doing, recording and scanning and even maybe some like that. But the thing that
You cut out there for a second.
sorry, sensor stuff for doing detections and readings and trackings, and even some broadcasting and things like that. And Kang, you can kind of tell that. The thing that will strike you, because you have a little more familiarity with it, Widget, is a lot of this stuff is for extraplanetary scanning and communications.
I see.
And you guys will eventually come into a large room that looks like it might have been both a kind of a larger research room with tables and maybe even some beddings and some portable equipment that are around, and there's shattered computer terminals around, almost like a NASA thing along the walls and stuff, and there's rubble in here, and it's a really big room. Concrete floors, very Spartan, very big, and somebody has done a real number just absolutely wrecking this place. And as you come in, Iron Fist gets a bad feeling.
Okay, I'll say there's danger, and I'll get into a defend mode.
Okay, I'm going to put you guys on a map here real quick, all right? 1 second to kind of put you. I'm going to let you arrange yourselves here on this map. With you, I'm going to kind of put you in an area, and you can move yourself up to 3 squares away from where I have you on the map. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here is the map. Can everybody see that?
Iron Fist. When you enunciate danger, you have to qualify it. It's not useful for our analytics if you just announce it.
I didn't know what it was yet. I had a bad feeling.
You must do better, Iron Fist.
Would you like to talk about who does better about certain thing, about avoiding dangers?
I
We'll
thought you were
discuss this.
respectful to Kang, who's been an awful help to you.
That is true. I succumbed to some emotion, and I should have not have done that. I apologize, Kid Kang.
Everyone can move yourself 3 squares away from where you're at right now.
Wow, that's a lot of rubble.
The illusion that Mysterio's been all along disappears.
Okay. Where's the nearest cover? I mean, is that?
There's rubble, there's things. I mean, you can look there, and there are various things around and about.
What is this thing here?
That looks like a table with a kind of a dismantled piece of equipment that's kind of broken on it.
Huh.
Okay, I have to do that. Copy. There is a screeching sound and a kind of a rent in the air, and you will see things pour out of the very atmosphere itself, things that you have seen before.
Is this magical? Is this a magical
Yes.
occurrence?
What did you do, Scarlet Rock?
And you will see a group of mindless ones, the things that you fought before,
Be right back.
pour out into the room and begin to ready themselves to attack. So let me pull something up, and I'll have you guys roll initiative. Does that sound okay?
Yes. Does the rent that they came through stay open?
No, it will close. No need to make a mess.
When did we fight these before?
These are mindless ones. You fought them
Pre-game.
when they attacked Dr. Doom. Sorry, President Doom.
Are we rolling initiative? Is that what people are doing?
Yes, let me pull up the initiative chart.
Mm-hmm. Plus level, plus escalation die.
Let me quickly add you guys all to the initiative thing. And turn.
I don't trust those little buttons.
I never do.
This. So to remind you guys, these are kind of lumbering things that almost look like stone. They're very kind of misshapen, and they have they're very strong physically, and they have an energy beam that they can emit.
Having fought them before, do I feel were they affected by my mental attacks, my jinx and the like?
Yes. They are subject to those kinds of things. The only thing that they seem to have been immune to is like environmental things. They don't seem to have the need to breathe or things like that. And they are also immune to critical hits.
Ah!
If they seem
Do they? Go ahead.
cover versus mental or physical?
They seemed tougher versus physical.
Question.
Probably
There-
say.
There appear to be two distinct types.
Yes,
Are
that's
there-
because I wanted to have two different kinds of colors on the thing.
Okay.
Whoops, did I just... No. I just cleared the list. I apologize. I just fucked that up.
So they only have their beam. They have a.
Oh, they punch hard.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to have you re-put your initiatives in because I managed to erase it because there's a
There's
big
two
red
widgets.
button. Okay, kill widget off. Okay.
And you got rid of me. Oh.
Did I miss you, Carl?
Yep.
There you go. All right, everybody put their initiative in, and they will pour out. They all look the same, and they are looking around. It to Kang, you and Widget
Well-
both. Was something you needed?
Hold on.
I have a question when I may.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to be observant of this, get a feel for the magic that summoned these, just to remember in the future. And I'd like to use my expertise sorcerer just to kind of try and identify things of a similar feel in the future.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Roll it.
I'm not. No, you don't need to roll it. You're telling me your action there.
Thank you.
So can you just banish all these guys back?
I don't think so.
Because that
Are
really
these-
that'd really be lucky. If you
Are
could do
these
that.
beings magical themselves?
They are magical themselves. Well, they're from another dimension, and they are certainly have magic in them.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
Iron Fist. Let's start with you.
Okay, so these guys, I mean, these guys have this single beam. It's not a gigantic area of effect. I mean, I can dodge it pretty well, and they've got
Oh
they
yeah,
can
you're
punch.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, great. I am going to run right into the middle of them, and I am going to defend.
Okay. All right.
Yay.
Widget.
I have improved aim as a skill, so I'm going to take this action to aim.
Okay. Kid Kang is away from the table.
Kid Kang is back.
Okay.
My
Uh,
wife, the city girl that she is, saw a cricket and thought it was a cockroach and lost her mind.
Oh no.
Wait, just a quick question, Lol. I
Yes.
can. You said you can move half your move and take an action. Is that right?
With an aim action, I think that is. Let me
Aim
check.
is your standard action, I think, right?
Yeah.
Escape.
Yeah, you can. I think you can move and aim, if I recall correctly.
Page 246, or at least in my book.
Yes, you have move, standard, and free, right?
Yep.
So,
Yep. You can do that. Once you aim, your next action must be to make an attack.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll move a little bit closer, I guess.
Okay. All right. Kid Kang.
Kid Kang is uncharacteristically outraged, agitated by these mindless ones, the scourge of Latveria. And he starts blasting away with his repulsor beams at the nearest one.
Okay. So we'll ping
Set.
this one over here.
Yep. And so targeting computer is up as a free action. For his helmet, repulsor beam from his gauntlet. So that is a +8 attack. Ready to go, dice roller. Oh, fuck. Why is that sort of thing not coming up? What is it? What's the command line to roll a die?
Backslash.
Slash roll.
Roll.
Space D20.
Um, 27.
Oh, look at that. So you will hit definitively. What does it need to save against?
That's 8 damage. And that also has, where is it? That one also has a move object on it.
Okay. So we're gonna roll. So it needs to save against a 23. Wow. So you will daze it, which will put a little thing on there, and kind of send it flying back. Does that seem reasonable?
That's what it's meant to do.
Boom! Goes flying across the room there.
And that's what happens when you cross your dimensional boundaries to confront the gang.
You announce yourself. Mysteria.
Oh, let's see. Is this rubble in the way of my line of sight to this whole mess, or is it?
I'm going to say no, not to your line of sight. You can certainly duck behind.
How far can I move up?
You can move, if you have no movement powers, you can move 3 squares. 4 squares, sorry, 4 squares.
I will move up, and let's see. I will hit, I guess, this one. With my my hallucinogenic grenade.
Okay.
Affliction 9.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit. Need to hit a 14 to hit him.
Plus 7. Oh.
Do you want to spend a hero point?
No. I will hold on to the hero point.
So the grenade will hit that rubble and kind of bounce off at an odd angle there. And Scarlet Warlock.
During my apprenticeship, I would assume I would have come across something like this. The reason for the question, will nullify magic work on these things and have an effect?
No,
okay,
because they are their stuff is permanent, not a power.
Okay. In that case, when this guy here was thrown backwards, he actually hit a column, and that caused part of the roof to further collapse on top of him.
Okay.
So
and that's perception based?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what's the...
Rank 8.
Rank 8, and is it... that's a toughness one?
This Jinx is... Yes, this was the toughest one.
Okay. So he needs to save against 23, and he's got a -1. And he is... you hear that clonk as his head smashes into that pipe, and he kind of spins out there on the floor. Mindless ones. All right. So, Carl, let's see what they are going to do. Okay. Okay. All right. What is your defense? Then?
We make opposed checks on whether there's. I mean, it doesn't make any difference whether they're shooting or not. I have a +13, but it's every attack I get a roll at least. It's a D10 plus 10 or whatever you want to call it.
So, this is the hold on. So, what is the maneuver you're doing? Is an all-out defend? Is that what?
No, it's defend. Rather than attacking, focus on defense. Make an opposed check of your appropriate active defense versus any attack made on you until the start of your next turn. Add 10 to any roll of 10 or less that makes on these checks. Just if you spend a hero point, the attacker must equal or exceed your opposed check in order to hit you.
Okay. So let's go through it. So first one, Carl.
Okay, he misses.
Second one.
I have at least a 23.
Misses?
24, actually.
Misses. Misses. So
Okay,
they
how
will
many-
all kind of go to grab you.
Okay, I will defensive trip all of them. Defensive
Okay.
throw all of them. Okay, and I'm going to force them to use their agility, their acrobatics, to do that.
Awesome.
So, okay, defensive throw. That's just, I just got to roll to hit them, right?
Let me take a check. Here.
I have improved throw, or improved trip.
So this is.
It's trip.
So let's look at trip. So what's the advantage that's giving you the thing again?
I get to free trip them if they miss me.
And what is that called?
That's in the martial arts mastery book. It's defensive throw.
Okay. And so you get to do a free attack on them. Then is what you're saying.
And I have to if they miss. Let's see if they miss by 2 ranks, I can trip him free action. We can do an opposed thing. So you got these guys, and they had to get at least a 23. Well, let's see. How many guys got against me? 4?
There were 4 of them.
Let's see.
So that would be missing by 11. They would have to have gotten a.
Well, that's a minimum of 13. So, okay, that's not right. 7. That's going to be a 17. That's going to be a 30. For the first one, he did it. The second one's an 18. That's a 31. He did it. The next one's 11 plus 23. He did not do it, and the last one didn't do it. So the first two they missed by 2.
Okay.
Now, is there a cumulative minus per one you attempt to
Nope.
throw it around?
Nope. So it's going to be a D20 plus my fighting to do the first one. It's to trip him.
Okay. So hang on one sec. Away.
Hey, that's an opposed check. And he has to do it versus... I get to choose what he gets to do. So it's versus acrobatics.
Okay. So let's go. All right. So the first one.
Okay, so 16, I got to... well, what's his acrobatics? Is it 0?
0. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of them is knocked down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one.
Let's see what we do for knockdown. And also knocked down.
Ooh.
All right, so 2 of them are knocked down.
Okay.
Okay. Now the other guys. Let's see here. So let's take. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can probably get 2 each on Widget and Scarlet Warlock, and 1 each on Kang and Mysteria. All right. So, this is me attacking. Let's start with Scarlet Warlock. I need like an 18 to hit you, right?
I have 8 in
You have a dodge
my
of 8?
stat. Yep.
Okay, so here's the first shot. Second shot will crit.
I will spend a luck point and have him re-roll that.
Okay. So that will fail. All right.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. So then, Widget, 2 shots on you.
Okay.
What I need to hit you?
I have a toughness or dodge of 2.
2. So that one will hit you. And that one will hit you. So you need to make 2 damage saves. against a 23.
Okay. I'll put part of my rain to stamina boost, so I should have a eight.
Just keep in mind that it'll affect your damage
Right.
because it's all in the same array.
I think I'm gonna use a crate for that. Ooh, I'll use a luck point on that.
Okie dokie. So nothing on that first one. And nothing on that second one. Shot on Kang.
All
Will
right.
miss.
So, woohoo!
And shot on Mysteria. Will crit. So Scott.
I need
You
to
might be
save
muted.
against 28. Hello?
Yep,
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I hear you.
I think
I don't hear
we
Lowell,
lost
though.
Lowell.
Yeah, we lost Lowell. Lowell, are you there?
He's typing, and
He's holding on.
Just hang on.
well, guys, I can keep on knocking these guys down.
But that doesn't actually.
I guess they're easy targets regardless. You guys can probably easily hit them. Yeah, that's true.
On that note, I'm gonna go get some tea. I'll be right back, but I'll keep my headphones on. Am I muted again? Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm. We can hear you.
Cool.
Elliot.
is just one, he's screwed, right? I mean,
Yeah,
the whole
so
map's
you
invalid.
have to make sure that both sides can hear the captain's move. It's not meant to be secret in that way. You know, you're not meant to whisper your move. So what we do is, we actually have an extra okay saying, like for example, if you say I'm going to move north, your first officer, and your engineer have to acknowledge that,
Okay,
but so
okay.
does the sonar so does the sonar officer. So on the
The
other side,
enemy sonar operator. Oh, okay.
basically say, "Oh, okay, I heard that you moved north." It's not meant to be a hidden thing, though. So
That's helpful. Because I was just imagining people that really have their act together could go north, okay, 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 east, okay, okay, north, okay, okay, and the other guy's like going, with all the chaos that's going on his side, completely
yeah,
losing track.
correct. It's not meant to. It's not meant to be that.
Yeah, I watched a internet video of gameplay just to see if I understood it.
Yeah, that's really, and the first time you play, you just play turn-based, and it's not that much different than the real time, except that you aren't getting out of sync with turns. So basically, essentially, every time your sub moves one space,
They
the
move
other
one.
they move one space too. Yeah, except when you surface. So
How hard is it to find the other guy when you play?
it totally depends on the map. So start with the aim.
Minions.
No.
Oh! Okay. In that case, I am going to take the one that is on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to power attack with him, +5.
Okay.
We'll see how this works.
You need a 14 to hit him, so it should be pretty easy.
Well, I also have a defend, because he missed me, so I have a +5 to hit. So
And he's a prone, so he gets a bonus to hit because it's prone.
Yes, I believe so. Let me look
Plus
that
5
up.
to hit for prone.
Prone.
+1, probably.
For hand
Yeah,
to
for
hand.
if you're hand to hand.
-5 at range.
Yep.
So +5?
+5. So let's see you do it.
Okay, so that's a 28.
So that will hit. All right.
Okay.
So what
and
is
mine is a my attack, my strength is, what the hell is it? It's a 4, and my damage is, so it's a power attack, so it's a 9.
9? So he needs to save against, then, is what you're telling me, a 24. Oof! Look at that, missed by 10. So this one you hit, Carl.
Mm-hmm.
That it was prone here is going to be dazed, and another -1 to further damage as you smash into him. What does that look like?
Oh, sorry. I punch him right in the eye.
Down in that blazing hot space where the blasts come out of.
By the glowing power of the undying heart of Shaolu.
Yes, you are. Widget, you'll see him punch a guy in the eye. Your turn.
Okay.
You have aimed last round.
So I am going to now. When I read the range thing with aiming,
you get a +5 to hit.
When is something considered close range, and when is something considered longer range?
Close range is if it's right up next to you, sir. That's close combat.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it looks like I could shoot somebody next to me, and I get a higher bonus. So I'll. I'm alright just shooting them with where I am. So, let me see. So that's improved aim 36. Right. So I get +5.
+5. You need to hit a 14, sir.
+5 +2 +3. Okay. Roll 20 plus my base plus my improved aim.
So that will hit him. What does he need to save against, Ben?
So your rank is 13 in that.
Okay, yeah, because your attack roll is a base of 3, so that is fine. 2 actions to eat on that. So he needs to, 13 plus 15. He needs to save against 28. 16 is not going to do that. So this dude here is that I'm going to ping here is going to be take a point. Essentially, future saves. He's going to be dazed and staggered.
Cool.
Okay. So he is in bad shape. Kid Kang.
All right, as a who's next in turn order? All right, as a move action, I will use deception to feint against that mindless one.
Which one?
The one that just took the beating from
Okay.
Widget.
Absolutely.
And
I
so
will.
that
I will
is-
roll his deception check against you.
Damn character sheet. Skills, deception.
Oh, plus a -2.
Yes.
Well, that is a crit still.
It's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah.
So you're saying they're easy to do? Okay.
Yes. Even if I took him the +5 for the crit, he still loses against you there.
All right. And then I will attack. So I get the. What is the bonus I get for the fainting on him? It's a 5 circumstance bonus.
Let me check. That's under deception, right?
Yeah.
Thought it makes him vulnerable.
Oh,
Yeah.
vulnerable, that's right. Which
Yeah.
is.
Which is so you need to hit a
which
12
is
instead of a 14.
Right. All right.
All that for
Thank
2.
you, Scott.
Nope, I'm gonna do it myself.
He misses.
Do you want to reroll on that?
Well, I have the luck point that we might not have next week. So,
So that will hit with the bonus. So what is it? What is the
all right,
number?
that is 8 damage.
So he needs to save against 23. So he will save against that. With
All right,
the
that also has I don't know how you handle that. The move object on it is the same.
so we'll say he
roll.
smashes into this table there. Poof.
All right.
Kind of buried underneath it. Mysteria.
I will do the same thing to the same one. I will draw him off with a shiny flash a grenade, and then hit him with a concussion bomb.
Okay, so you need to hit 12. Oh, you can do the feint against him first. I'll roll his.
Woo!
He can't
Yeah.
make that. Even with a crit, he still can't beat that. So he's a 12.
Oh,
You just
Yes.
hit. So what
it
am I?
is a damage 9. So
Damage knives. So save against 24. Woohoo! That is one tough son of a bitch. We'll mark him as King Mindless One. Put a little purple sign on him. He's the king of the mindless ones. But he doesn't have a skateboard. Scarlet Warlock.
I doesn't have a skateboard.
What exactly does vulnerable mean?
Vulnerable means they're at half their defenses. So if I normally take a 14 to hit them, you would need a 12 to hit them.
Okay. I'm assuming that we're all keeping everyone apprised of what's going on. So I
Yes,
will.
you all have communicators.
Well,
But he's only, I believe, with feint, he's only vulnerable to us.
Yes.
it's also, you can't see, I mean, how much can you communicate in that long?
Well,
he can
I'm,
say, hey, look over here. This guy, we've got him on the ropes.
I will. come over-
Mine's right in front of you. Is you can see him. He's right in front of you.
You got it, Iron Fist. You're good.
You're fine.
I don't care what you do.
Stop your whining.
I'm sorry. I need to take more time.
Are
for
you
my
Iron Fist or Iron Wine?
turn. I got to take more. I'm going to take more
Nice.
turn for my turn this time, Scott.
I teleport by him,
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
and I will say, by the power of the Bose-Einstein condensate, I rip your molecules apart. So, anyway, so I roll.
Einstein must have been a cruel man.
He was.
So
Yes,
you hit a
the one-
14?
14 minus the 5 that since he's prone and I'm next to him.
Yes. So then you need to hit a 9. Just don't roll
I'm
a 1.
surprised you know what a Bose-Einstein condensate is. Superposition of quantum states.
You're
Oh, look.
surprised I do.
Let's all wave our physics sticks around.
Oh. And he goes, and then he freezes his own hands.
Okay. I will
That's
spend
a
luck
luck
point since
point.
it might be going away.
If I were to reduce luck points for the general group, I would not reduce it for your character, though, Fabian.
Okay.
Because your character's built on that. I would probably keep it at the same level we've been talking about. So that
Yeah.
will hit. And what does he need to save against? Did I lose you guys? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
It's two of us.
That's 2 of you. Okay, I'm going to take 2 shots then, Scott.
Okay. I've got Ben on the other line. Why don't you hang this up and I will add you to the call I have with Ben.
Okay.
Ben needs to update his Skype. That's why it's not working.
Yeah. Okay.
Adding Scott.
Kang, dodge.
Kang's dodge is 0.
Okay. So I've got 2 shots on you, Kang. Mysteria. That was not a great save. Do you want to re-roll that or take it?
Yes, I will re-roll it.
Okay. That'll shrug it off. Kang, a miss? Oh my god.
Wow.
And another miss!
Kang's superior technology renders him nearly invincible to attack from peons such as these.
Wow.
Will
That
be
is-
wiped from the
I would
face
believe
of
that
this.
more, except it looked like they were shooting that rubble over there.
It will
I
be
think-
wiped from the face of the United States, and we will chase them all the way to the shores of Latveria.
And Widget. Dodge.
My dodge is 2.
2, so I need to hit a 12. So 1 hit and 1 miss. So you need to save against a 23, and I think you have a -1.
I have a -1 from what?
Didn't you take a point of damage, or was that somebody else?
No, that was somebody else.
Okay.
What's my array at? Stamina.
Oh, keep losing Carl.
He hasn't come back yet. This is just me trying to redial him.
Okay.
13, 26. So, shit. 15. Gotta work out my attack thing here. I think it was 13. So I missed.
Okay, so you are going to take a -1 to further damage saves.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Scarlet Warlock, what is your parry?
13.
8.
26.
8. And that guy is, because of that, is... Okay. So that will miss. And then the other guy will... stand up. And we'll do one hand-to-hand on him, and I'll do another on you. And your dodge is 8 is right as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So both of them miss on you, and Iron Fist is still out. So we'll say that he is. And they blast him into smithereens. Okay.
Oh,
He's vaporized. Yeah.
Was it again, Lowell? That's the sum of your dodge and toughness can't exceed the power level times 2, which is 16.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. 16.
So right now, if your dodge is 3, you can have a toughness of up to 13.
Gotcha. Right.
Okay.
13, 14.
Okay. So we'll move on. Iron Fist, top of the next round. What? What, you wanted to surrender? Okay, Carl. Sure, absolutely. So Iron Fist lays down and quivers. Okay, Widget on 21.
Quivering palm, right? So
Yes.
it's the monk move.
12 times 2 is 26. Okay, so I'm gonna now. Do I have to aim every round, and I want to so I can fire every other round? Is that how it works, or does it?
You can just fire and just use your straight attack value.
Right, but to aim, I
get
would
the
be
bonus
firing
frame,
every
yeah.
other
Yep.
round.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll just straight up fire this time.
Okay.
Is this guy close enough that he's considered? No, wait. I don't get any kind of bonus to shoot somebody close to me, do I?
No,
You
you
don't
just
get a
get
bonus for
penalties.
shooting your loved ones, you maniac.
You get penalties for shooting long range. You don't get bonuses for shooting short range.
Gotcha. Okay. What was my? I bought 3.
Need to hit a 14.
Okay, I think I hit.
Excellent. So what does he need to save against?
It's a 13 rank.
Okay, so he needs to save against a 28.
Oh my God! Wow.
He is
All right.
truly the king of the mindless ones.
Yes, he is.
Carl, are you on the call?
I am back.
Okay, so Carl, I've got 2 people shooting you. What is your dodge?
Dodge is 13.
Okay, so
No, yeah, 13, yeah, because to my hit. Yeah,
right,
yeah, 13.
dodge is 13. So okay, first one will miss. Second one will also miss, and one guy is going to take a swing at you because he's dumb.
Not like it makes much difference.
So
Are those guys within range of me?
these guys are definitely
Who shot me?
these. Yep, they're.
No, he attacks and closes by close combat. Okay, no, so
Yeah.
they don't have. Okay, go ahead.
So this guy is going to punch you, and he's going to roll.
And that meets it.
But meets it. Okay, then you need to make a damage save from that against a.
No, wait. He's that's right. It's a 10, so it's a 13. Yeah, so he got it.
Okay, then you need to make a damage save against 23.
Plus, not good. Oh, that's not good. I will use my luck point.
Okay.
So a big. Well, no, 21, 22.
So you will take a -1 to further damage saves. And we're up at the top of the round. Widget, we have Widget go just before you, and it's your action, sir.
Okay. Okay, there's a bunch of guys. They moved away from me. Guys in close combat with me.
One guy in close combat with you. This guy here.
I have a whole bunch of statuses on me. Why is that?
Because you laid down and essentially begged for your life against them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Bitch.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Control or Alt? What pings the map?
You hold the
Just the
mouse
left.
button down.
Oh, there we go.
Left
Okay.
mouse button, yeah.
Okay, so this guy is in. What is he in? He's the one who swung at me, or what?
Nope, this guy did.
Okay. In that case,
This guy is on the ground, swinging wildly at Scarlet Warlock.
Okay. In that case, he's messed up bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can take him out.
Okay, I'll go move to him. Actually, I will hit him. Yeah.
Okay, so you get a
And I'll
plus
do a
5 because
pow-
he's prone.
I'll do a power attack.
Okay, so
It's a
with the
plus
plus
5,
5,
so-
you need to hit. You need to hit it. Well, you need to hit it 14, and you get a plus 5 from him being prone.
Okay, so then I hit it. Well, then it's a plus 12 altogether. So 26. Got him.
Yes, you will hit.
Okay,
So what
I
does
hit
he need
him.
to save against?
It's power attack, so it's a 9.
Okay. Okay, so he just walks away from that one. Kid Kang on
After he does that-
15.
Okay, now hold on. I
Oh.
have moved by, so after I get finished with him,
Okay, so
I will
you-
move over to this guy. Is he's shooting or whatever?
Yep. So you
So I will
move up
move
next
into
to him.
his. I will move him in. Yeah, move up
Okay.
next to him.
Kid Kang.
All right, Kid Kang is going to because well, self-preservation is important, especially for some members of the team more than others. He is going to use his repulsor barrage attack, which is an area cone.
Okay.
I guess straight ahead. Can I get how many of these mindless ones here with that?
I'd say you could get, like, I'm going to draw a little thing on the map here real quick. I think you get these 3 over here, or these 2 over here. Does that sound reasonable?
All right. Yeah, so we'll go for these 3 then, and of course the one will probably heal from this.
Yeah, he'll absorb it.
So-
Okay, so they need to make then, what's the damage that does?
That does no damage. It is just a move object on them.
Okay, and so move object does, I'm going to do that as an attack. Let's see how that is resolved real quick.
Did you buy that with multiple Witchman duties?
Hmm?
Did you buy that
area
with the
cone.
area?
Yeah, area
Yes.
cone,
Gotcha.
which like doubles the cost of the thing.
Fascinating.
And so essentially you're just trying to push them back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to roll the hit first, right?
Nope, because
Or
it's
no?
area. You don't have to roll to
Oh,
hit for area.
That's right.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
Got it, Mysteria, with your illusory terrain.
Copy.
You're so tricky.
Okay, so if the intent is just to send them back and it's an area effect, then I think that we will just send them flying back. Does that seem like a reasonable way to do that? Essentially,
That works for me.
get them bunched up and sent flying over there. Mysteria.
And then wait,
Oh,
Kang's
yes.
got a move action still, which he will use to move further back.
Okay. Mysteria.
Yeah, like
Let's see.
in cover here.
Okay.
Stupid thing. There you go.
What can I do here?
Mysteria, have your illusions been effective? Can you get them to shoot an illusion?
Let's see. I could. We try it. Let's see here. Who would be a good target for that? I will move up to this one, and I will use my major illusions. Illusion 6. And let's see. Standard illusion.
Scarlet Warlock, you'll be going after Mysteria.
Yep.
And I will basically put an illusion on the both of us to make basically him look like Mysteria and me look like Mindless One.
Got it.
They use the my ally, my enemy illusion thing.
Excellent. So let's see what we want to mark that with. What's it? We'll put a bullseye on him. How does that look? Does that seem reasonable, Scott?
Yep.
Woof! They'll fall on him. Scarlet Warlock on 9.
I'll mutter to myself, essentially, nobody stays to finish the job. And I will... This guy's still prone? And
Yes.
Staggered and stunned?
Yep.
Okay,
Well, Iron Fist did hit him. It just didn't.
I know.
It bounced.
This is my own personal narrative here. All right, I will invoke the Bose-Einstein condensate on this guy again.
Okay.
So
Roll to hit.
1d20.
Just don't
His
roll a 1.
hands.
Six.
His hands.
That will hit.
20.
What does he need to save against?
Power rank 10.
10.
And he's already in a minus several.
Yep. 2 so far. So that's 10. 20, so that pushes him up one more state. So that will take him out, sir. drops.
Does the body stay there when he's
No,
dead, or does
they
it disappear?
evaporate back into their home dimension.
Or are they really going back to their home dimension? Or did you just utterly destroy it?
You murderer!
So these
Oh, they're
mindless
mindless.
ones are going to gather themselves together because they got all knocked around. This one probably going to stand up and say, I am your leader now. And let's see, so let's do this. Let's do 2 shooters on you. And we'll do 1 there. Do 1 here. Okay. So, Scott, 2 of them will go to blast at the Mysteria, who is opened up and is kind of turned to them going, what? So, miss and miss. But their beams, 2 of them waste their shots firing at your doppelganger, Scott.
All right.
Widget, 1 on you.
Okay. This one?
Will miss. Scarlet Warlock, 1 on. Let's see, 2 on you.
Okay.
I think that hits, right?
Yes.
Okay. And hits. So 2 saves against 23s.
Adding my toughness, right?
Yep,
Minus my 1 injury from the elevator that didn't clear, right?
correct.
So save of the first.
Awesome.
And crit
Ooh.
fail with the last one. I'll spend my last
Ouch.
hero point to reroll that one.
Oh, okie dokie. That should allow you to shake that off. So you don't run another one. Oh.
So
It's a 12 though.
It is a 12.
So you, further -1 to further saves.
okay.
Carl, what's your
It is 13.
13 ranged guy? Will miss. Guy in hand-to-hand with you will swing, and he will also miss.
Now is that 2? That's not 2.
Nope.
So it's 23. Yeah. So he's.
Oh, actually, yeah. It is. It
It's
is
no.
1
It's
degree.
it's no. It's but it's. I need 2.
Okay.
So it's 10. Yes, it's by 10.
All right. So that was the iron. That was the kind of vaguely ineffectual -1's Iron Fist.
Okay, I am going to the one who shot. Okay, deception is that a standard action?
Deception is standard action. Yes.
Okay, no, I'm
Unless
not
you have an
gonna do that.
improved version, or you're taking a
Okay.
-5 to it.
No. If I take a -5, it's a free action.
It means you can do it as a move action.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so I am going to hit him with a power attack. He missed me, so I get a +5 on him.
Okay.
So it's even. So
Need hit a
plus 12,
14,
28. That's a crit, but it's not.
but it's not. So.
So I am very. You see a big shocked look on his face. I guess probably happened before, but when his hand it goes right into his chest, and he's like,
Hmm.
"Crap."
What does he need to save against?
That's going to be a 9.
So he does take damage from that.
Oh, that's right. 20. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, oof. You crack into his stony exterior. Widget on 21.
Then what
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
going to see, that guy's there. Okay, so he's just got a -1 to attack. I am going to race down here.
No, minus
and
1 on saves.
get in close combat with him.
Okay, which one?
And, or well, actually, just get in close so all 3 of these guys are shooting at me, and I will and I'll be in close combat with that guy.
Okay, sounds good. Let me turn.
I will be taunting the other ones.
Fair enough. Why?
They're mindless.
Yep.
Which hey.
All right. So now, Widget, it is your action.
I'll half step away to here and then shoot at this.
Okay. Need to hit a 14, sir. That will
Yay.
hit. What does he need to save against?
13 is my rank of.
So then he needs to save against 28 with a 19. So that he is staggered and stunned and takes a damage point on that. So that, what does it look like when he gets hit by that?
So at my I've turned my fog partially is still boosting my stamina, but it's this he points his hands out, and this blue-like arc of electricity reaches out and surrounds him in this like blue glow.
Okay. Crackles across him. Kid Kang.
All right, Kid Kang is going to use his feint against the thing to start with. So he, turns the dial on his belt, and the kind of boundaries between multiverses slightly weaken, and you can see other iterations of Kang moving around, distracting the thing.
That will deceive him.
Because he is easy to see, that's how I like him. And then I will take a blast at him with my repulsor beam.
Okay. So he hit a 12.
That hits a 22.
Okay.
So that's good. Then 8 damage.
Okay. So you save against 23. Oh, Jesus Christ, these guys are...
Curses.
Wow.
And there was move object on that as well. And
Okay.
I don't think it's all
So he'll
technically we are doing that, but...
move him back. Okay. But still, these guys are tough. It looks like they are trying to stop you. Mysteria.
I will hit the evil. I will hit the evil Mysteria.
Okay. Then you need to hit a 14.
There's an evil Mysteria?
Yes.
Well, he put an illusion on one of the mindless ones to look
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
Mysteria.
Gotcha.
I don't have that. It's not a bomb.
That will
Woo!
hit. What does
Yes.
he need to save against? What is he doing?
It's my strength of 3, right? If it's a hit, hand to hand.
Oh, are you just punching?
Yes, I'm maintaining the illusion. So the illusionary.
Okay, so he needs to save against a 18. He will save against that. Scarlet
And the mindless
Warlock.
ones will say, "Weak, mindless one."
I was
That would have
thinking-
saved against my full attack.
I was
So,
thinking
I don't
of
feel bad.
performing a power stunt
Okay.
to add area to my jinx. How much area can I add for the cost of that fatigue?
Like you could hit 2 or 3 of these guys.
And then from the rest of the fight, since I don't have any hero points left, I would be hindered,
Yes.
which means I'm at half my movement speed.
Yes, and you would have no more hero points.
I already have no more hero points. I would be using extra effort to perform the power stunt.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
All right, so can I position myself to hit these 3 here?
That's right by Iron Fist. And then the sort of the disadvantage of area effect is that
It would hit him too,
yeah.
right? But if I go
bad idea.
if I go here, I can get these 3 though without hitting him. Is that correct?
yeah, I'll give you that for the moment, okay?
Okay. So
Especially if you're going to be fatigued right in front of them.
yes, I teleport in there. I concentrate really hard, and then nothing happens.
Okay.
So,
And the Jinx effect is?
but I look really tired afterwards. The Jinx effect is perception, ranged affliction, overcome and resisted by will. They're impaired, then disabled, then incapacitated. It's an
Okay.
affliction.
All right.
So area, they get a reflex save. Is that?
So
No.
it's an area attack, so they always get a reflex save to do half
Oh,
damage against
crap.
it.
No, their reflexes suck though.
So
Power rank 8.
Power rank 8. So it's a dodge save. So this is against the 18 here. So 1, 2. So 2 of them will do half rank on it. And what's the power rank on it?
8
8. So 8, 4, 4.
against mental.
Right. Oh, I know. Okay, so let's take the guy who is undamaged. We'll say that he takes the full brunt of it, okay?
Awesome.
So he needs to save against an 18. Okay, so he misses that by 2. What is the second rank effect of that?
Disabled.
Disabled, okay. So he is a -5 to checks. So what kind of checks? Is it attack checks, fighting checks, perception checks? What's the specific disabled with that?
Well, impaired was against its attack checks. I'm disabling, but disabled, does that further increase the impaired then?
So
is that
disabled is a -5 to circumstance penalty to a particular kind of check.
Okay.
Attack, fighting, perception, whatever. So which
But
one?
not toughness, right?
Right.
Okay. Probably to his fighting.
Okay. So hand to hand.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Right. So I can't do it to attack checks. I have to do it against hand-to-hand attacks, but not ranged attacks. Is that correct?
Chat, edit condition name, specific checks, attack check, fighting. So fighting disable would be for both parry and defend. Parry and attack hand to hand. Attack is for attack rolls, perception. That's how that works.
Okay. So
Attack rolls.
yeah, to his attack rolls.
Okay.
Is
All
what
right.
I
So we'll
want.
put a little attack marker on this. This next guy over here, he is saving against a 14. He misses that by 3 stages. What's the third level of that?
Incapacitated.
Incapacitated. So incapacitated. He is defenseless, stunned, and unaware. He falls prone. Okay. So
Now who's the king?
so we'll put a little X just to kind of show that he is in very bad shape. And this next guy over here also does the same thing, Fabian. Essentially, you
All his
drop
bad
it
rolls
down,
for once.
and they
All right, good job, Fabian.
they stagger back. They're thrown by this effect. The world essentially shifts for them, and they are thrown back by the force of your reality warping powers there. So those 3 are out of it right now. Let's come back to some other ones on their round. So let's see. So we got. Let's move these 2 over here. Let's move that and that. And then we'll put another one on. Put 1 on that. Okay, so Fabian, 1 shot on you, which
Okay. 8 dodge.
8 dodge. You're a dodging fool,
Wow.
but we'll hit. Need to save against a
-2 attack.
23.
2 to my roll 1d20 plus 8 minus 2. 12.
So then you will be. You missed that. You'll be staggered, stunned, and dazed. So you'll be staggered and dazed. And -1 to further saves.
Okay. I'll up it.
Okay. Carl.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's do this first fighting guy on you. So he is locked in hand to hand. So I'm going to take the range shot on you first here.
Okay.
We'll miss. Okay. This hand to hand guy on you. He misses by a whole fuckload.
By 10, so I get to trip him.
Yes. I'm just going to go ahead and mark him tripped. Is that okay?
Oh, that's fine.
So that we don't have to do too much. And the other guy is going to try and hit you. He is not at a -5. 21. So he just 23. Misses you. Okay. And then Ooh, one of the minus ones hit their own guy. And hard. Okay.
So this guy also was in hand to hand with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying he is because he did
No,
that
that's fine.
goofy attack thing. And so we'll do that. And so that becomes that. 8 against 23. Okay, so they hit their own guy here, Scott.
Rock his world.
And he will take the hit, and he's like shouting out no, but to no avail. Widget, a shot on.
It sounds very erudite though.
Yes, Widget on you. Will miss.
Okay.
Kang on you. Will hit.
All right, and then that is against a
23.
3 saves.
Oh yeah, you turn that aside. Iron Fist.
Vermin will have to do better than that.
Okay. So this guy is just kind of on the ground, but he's still shooting people and attacking people.
He's trying to grab at you with his fist.
Okay, I will punch him, power attack.
Okay.
So he's down on the ground. He has lots of minuses.
Yep.
He's -5, +5.
Yep.
Oh, he missed me also. So
Yep.
I get a bunch.
Yes, you do.
Okay. And I am shocked again that the Iron Fist does not work. I am mystified completely.
Okay, he takes another state. I'm going to take him off the board, Carl.
Okay.
I'm actually going to take these other two that
That
Fabian-
that actually doesn't fail it though, unless no, he's right. He's got a bunch of
Yeah.
negatives on him. Okay, right.
I'm going to pull these guys off the table since they are essentially
And
like
I'm going to try and move between these two guys.
they are
and
essentially like crabs that have fallen off on their backs and they're kind of out of it. Carl, you were saying?
and I'm going to move back these in between these guys and try to get in a hand to hand with both of them. If I have to choose, I'll take this guy.
Okay. Widget on 21.
Right, so I'm gonna electric arc this dude here.
All right. Need to hit a 14. That will hit.
It's 13 ranks, so
So needs to hit 28. So suddenly he was healthy, and now he is staggered, stunned, and zotched.
cool.
Oh, I forgot to do the other thing here. Hang on a second.
What was your attack? Ben?
13.
Does that?
Oh, that's nice.
Save against that. So that is missed it by 23. Scott, this guy who you zotched goes to swing at one of his buddies, and actually, as you can see there, his buddy misses his save by 14. Oh, actually, 16. His Scott, he actually takes out one of these two.
Mysteria cries. My friend! Curse you, Mysteria!
Oh, Bob's
Yeah,
accent is
that's
very
how I feel.
strange.
That'd be a little-
And week 2.
Kang.
All
When did we
right.
learn to speak?
We will once again use deception first. Oh, he might beat me on that one.
Yes!
Hey, Paul, your turn.
Can't fool him. And then I will take a shot at him with the repulsor beam. 19 hit for a hit.
Yes, what does he need to save against?
That's a 8 damage and move object on it.
Okay, so he will take a hit, and he will be flung back this direction. Smashes into the rubble there. Mysteria.
Seems to be enraged. I will strike at Mysteria.
Okay. Need to hit a 14.
I will hit.
Are you doing
You
a...
only have to save,
Are
you
you
only
doing...
have to save against an 18, yeah.
Okay.
Because I got to keep it in my illusion.
Ooh!
Ah!
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so actually, you stun or daze evil Mysteria. Scarlet Warlock.
Okay. I will attempt to jinx this guy just with the perception one.
Okay. So that'll hit. What does he need to save against?
It's a power rank 8 affliction to mental.
Okay, so he needs to give it 18. So he is. What's the first level of that?
He is. Doggone it, I have to switch pages. Impaired.
Impaired. So he's at -2 to attacks. Okay. So put a little. Oh my gosh.
Have you used all of your symbols now?
There are a lot more symbols. I just can't remember what each one is. Let's see here. We're down to less than half. So, as is the want with mindless ones, after you've kind of broken half their forces, they will, and some of them dazed, you will see them begin to kind of fall back and lumber, and they do that kind of thing where they kind of fall back kind of backwards and seem to pass back into the dimension that they came from, almost like they turn into kind of dust and particulates as they fall back in, and they it's the same thing you guys had when you fought them when they were attacking Dr. Doom, that in mass they are dangerous, but once you're able to get the upper hand, they fade away, and you will be able to catch your breath here. Though it does look like there's one of these mindless ones left.
Hey, switch back to Mysteria.
I attack.
Can I use my reality warping power just to make it so that the trash that Kid Kang had dove into had something really nasty in it, like a dead rat or something had fallen and died in the debris?
Do you have like an environment thing to be shitty?
You got creepy or something.
Yeah,
I've got
creepy.
creepy.
He could see an altered dimension of Kid Kang died, being dead there.
Okay, how about that? There's a weird Kid Kang. There is a weird momentary flicker that you see your own corpse in the
trash that you're
debris
lying
for
in.
a second.
He looks at it unfazed because he has the power called unfazable, which is immunity to interaction skills.
Oh God. It is after 10 here. I'm going to stop there. We'll take up with your investigation more fully of the base next time. Is that okay?
Sure.
Awesome.
2 points, everybody. Sorry about the technical issues. Again, next time we're going to try in the dev server. I will remind us on that Monday ahead of time. Hopefully that will take care of some of these issues, I hope.
Oh, new software always does that.
Let me have my brief illusions.
We got to aspire to something. Sure, why not?
Yep. All right, guys. Good night. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Hey, Lowell, before you go,
Sure.
during the week, why don't you decide if you want me to ditch my luck control force and reroll?
Yeah, let me take a look at that. And let me read some stuff about that. So I want to think about how we want to manage that. All right, we'll talk
also,
about
just
that.
a quick,
Yes.
just a quick thing, Lowell. I found out from talking to the other people while you were on break or figuring out something. I'm gonna actually buy up my crate so that it has multi-attack to it. So just so you know.
Multi-attack, the sort of the auto fire thing.
So it can affect more than one target, because even though it has intrinsically an area of effect, I think it was easier to... People were saying that it's easier handled just by buying it. Affects multiple people.
Okay. We will go through that. One of the things is, again, and there's a sort of a limit to what I want to have on people having area effect attacks, because they kind of break the balance, and I don't want to have to start throwing a lot of that stuff at you guys. So we will take that up next time. I don't mind like a basic level of that stuff. We will talk about that. All right. Good night, guys.
See you.
See ya.
Okay, take care.